Hello everyone, Omnes-D-Stahl here, back with another Vampire Let's Play video. Now then, I've talked to Charlotte. Now it was time to get to know the rest of these people. That guy looks creepy in the background, so let's talk to him. Hello, how are you?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
What do you mean?
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
He's fighting vampires. He joined the Guard of Pyrwin, I believe.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
So he knows.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
This dude just drops the vampires and we're just gonna ignore that? Are we ignoring this?
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Interesting. Well then, you have a migraine.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Yeah, so we're just gonna ignore the fact that he's mentioned vampire. Alright. Moving on then. Any more people in the West End? Those are the same rooftops that went through here, I think. No, those aren't the rooftops. But still, interesting. So I'm gonna believe it's this side then, that has more people. Charlotte. Shopkeep.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Hello.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
What? Excuse me?
I'm afraid the newspapers are seriously underestimating the situation. Things are critical, believe me.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Wow, I succeeded. That's new.
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Okay, alright.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Wow, pretentious. Nice.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I feel like this man's a cannibal.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Really? That's a side quest. You're a very odd man.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Cannibal. You're definitely a cannibal.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
You're definitely a cannibal. That is my guess.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Do you have any cocaine? Oh, just Kodak. Opium. Salicin. Quinine. Clovescence. Huh. Well. Alright then.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything?
Don't let strangers in the house. Clarence, my boy, you're not helping the cause. Huh. Where am I? Oh. Okay, so those are the only citizens in the area. Charlotte, Weirdo, Clarence. So the only ones. Unless I knock on two people's doors. But then if that was the case, I would have been able to see hearts inside the doors. Like that.
Women of all countries unite!
How do I get to you? Ah. Reed's mansion. Reed Mansion, 8th March, my dear Avery. As I already told you several days ago, I may be forced to leave England, if only for a few months, while I'm away until my son comes back to London. I want you to take the best of care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you'll work. You promised me you'll protect my dear wife. Server did best for that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am ever to return, you are the only man I finally trust. Believe me, your affectionate friend, Aubrey Reed. Is that Jonathan's father? Is it alright to be in here? I'm not gonna risk that.
Where shall I eat tonight?
Oh, that gave me shivers. Clarence, Sister Penny. Hello. Yes.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Don't know, I'm quite underleveled. But, I guess we'll continue on.
Women's right to vote is only the
Sorry to interrupt you.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Well then.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Alright, Russell, tell
Good
me what you
evening,
need to
Dr.
know.
Reed. A great night, what?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Well, not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
That must mean that there's a third one.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. And if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Indeed.
Women die too in this war.
So there's the Mulaney's.
Women of all countries unite.
And right here. Interestingly enough.
It's locked.
I hear that. What are my abilities? Excellent. Oh, that's bad. Yep. That's bad. That's real bad. Alright then. Underneath that, I'm gonna have to change you for this. Hi! How's it going? I need blood. That was a doozy. Now then. This way. Or not. There we go. Rogue skull. Take that. Ooh, take that. Take those. Two of these things to deal with. What are your weaknesses? So he can't handle the blood stuff. But she can't handle the physical. Ah, so close. Alright then, round two. Now that is a problem. Not good. Ah, come on. I just used the syringe. I just used it. But I guess that powder just eats you alive. She's the most important one. Get rid of you. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Where the? This is not okay in any way. She performed. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. This is a lot harder than it needs to be. Alright, let's do this. Come on. 10 more seconds. Well, they came out of nowhere, definitely. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Safe house is nearby.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Good. Ah, yes. I believe this is the McPhersons, I believe. Yes? Ah, remarkable pump action shotgun. Awesome.
What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your hole. Fucking convenient.
She tricked me. I love you.
Fucking pathetic pig.
Awesome. How about we start off on the right foot? Jesus. camera, move. Jesus, come on! Really though? Yup, my alarm went off. Oh, come on! There we go. Alright. Fantastic. 200 level for this, but I'm gonna try. Great, I'm trapped. So, I'm gonna end the video here. And try really, really hard in the next video to beat this couple, just because it's like one of those moments in RPGs where you get so enthralled with the story, or you have a plan in your head and you go forward and forward and forward, and all of a sudden you're trapped because you're too underleveled, too low health, and you can't get out. Well then, until the next time, I hope you enjoyed. This has been Omnes-D-Stahl out. Thank you very much